Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques! Hello, folks.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, y'all?
Man, tighten up. It's another edition of, hey, who we got to play Sunday?
Absolutely, dude. And it always feels better off a win, of course.
Off a win.
Right? A thriller.
We got to have a short memory, dog.
We sure do, man. We sure do, bro.
Wins don't come easy in the NFL.
No, they don't. They don't. So celebrate them when you can.
Celebrate
right?
when you can.
You can't just be like, oh, we won. No, hey, good job, right? Good job.
Right.
So we have the Tampa Bay Bucs coming to town. Actually, to me, honestly, they are the weirdest team in the NFL.
Man, dude, they've been weird for years.
They have, man. The Tampa Bay Bucs. Now listen to this, folks. They have the best run defense in the NFL. Number one in the league. In Ndamukong Suh, those guys are out there tackling folks. Mm-hmm. But they have the worst pass defense in the league.
32nd.
Dead last in the league.
That's crazy.
Giving up well over 300 yards a game, 30 points a game. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
How can you be top here and bottom here? It's just unreal, man.
It's the inconsistency of, damn, you might as well say the league. Dude.
Exactly,
it's weird, man.
Exactly. You don't think Ndamukong Suh sitting there looking at Vernon Hargreaves like, bro, can y'all stop somebody around here?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
But that means the defensive line is doing their job. And
exactly.
The secondary is not doing their job.
Right. And usually you don't see that. If the D line is doing their job, the DBs will step up, right?
It is a little weird. But
notice
what you said, run defense. Is that including pressure or just run defense?
I know, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Or teams even trying to run against them. Like, man, we gonna throw it on these jokers.
But it makes sense to do.
Doesn't it?
You see what I'm
Doesn't
saying?
it? Maybe they turned that the stopping defense, right?
Yeah.
Running the ball. It's more like
they got some beefy. They got some beefy guys up front, like you said.
They do.
Sue, Vita, from Washington State. I mean, that beefiness is what's helping, especially Vita, man. Almost 300-something pounds, dog.
Yeah,
just
man.
a big space eater right there. Just you run up the middle, stop him. So
that's right.
It's a little weird, man.
It is, man. And Tampa Bay, historically has been a very good passing team, even with Jameis Winston.
Brad Johnson.
Yep, exactly. Yes, sir. So Jameis is gonna throw a lot. Kevin Byard is sitting there saying in the pregame, he's like, hey, these guys are going to be ready, right? Jameis Winston, he's liable to throw a lot of interceptions, but he's going to throw at least 40 times. So be ready, Tennessee, because them receivers are going to be ready for y'all. I'm telling you.
They got a good receiving core.
Man.
For the past couple of years, they've had a good receiving core.
They have.
Good one. Evans, I mean,
Adam Humphries.
They had Humphries. I forgot.
Exactly, man.
That's a hell of a receiving core. Man.
It is, and I think that's something that if you're not really into football, that you might not know about the Tampa Bay Bucs. They got playmakers.
They do got playmakers.
They're running backs, but they're receivers with Chris Goodwin, of course, Mike Evans. You got O.J. Howard.
You do got O.J.
Yep, you got Cameron Brake. Now the Titans ain't really played that well, but Curtis Goodwin, oh my gosh. God was out there balling.
I seen him at Penn State, man. In Penn State, he was balling. When Shaquan and all them, the Rose Bowl game, when he was going against Dory, it was a sight to see. That's how I knew. I said, this Godwin kid's going to be a beast. Can the Tennessee Titans get him, please? Of course we didn't, but.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah. So, Jacques.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, again, Tampa Bay's coming to town. We got to be ready.
All right.
So, could you give us your 3 reasons as to why you think we will beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
So reason number 1, you alluded to it earlier.
Yes, sir.
Tampa Bay is 32nd in pass defense.
Yep.
You can exploit that, okay?
Yes, sir.
The run game breaks down. Tannehill, like he had a good day Sunday. The same results should be even better this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
He threw for 314. He stuffed for 358. Davis should eat. A.J. Brown should eat.
Yes.
Humphrey should have a big day because this is his prior team.
That's right.
If Delaney, I know Delaney's been hurt off and on. If he's available, he should eat. Jonnu should eat. I mean, this should be, even Deion Lewis, he ain't really done nothing.
Right.
Should eat. So Tannehill, this is a Tannehill game. This is going to elevate Tannehill because, I mean, like you said, they got Vernon Hargreaves and I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the other corner they got. Carlton Davis.
Who was Davis?
Mike Edwards at safety.
See?
Jordan Whitehead at safety.
And Hargreaves came from Florida. I watched him when he was at Florida, too. He got good technique, but he gets burnt a lot. He's aggressive. He's an aggressive corner, small, aggressive corner. So the receivers and Tannehill should have a field day with this one, man.
It sure should.
Number 2, carry the momentum. So carry the same momentum. You got momentum now from winning your game against the Chargers, which was a real close game.
Yep.
Carry that momentum into this game and keep the same energy, just the same winning spirit that you have.
Yep.
You come out and you know you can beat these guys.
Yep.
You can beat Tampa Bay.
You can.
You can beat them. They can be beat. Let's get a win streak going here. Carry that same momentum, that same energy. Defense has to play. Offense has to show up. Special teams have to show up. We have to show up and play complimentary football. We do that, we're going to win the game, dog.
Yes, sir.
Third reason, create turnovers. Dude, Jameis throws it 40 times a game,
Yes,
dog.
sir. Yes, sir.
He's going to get you 2 or 3 touchdowns, but he's going to get you 3 or 4 interceptions,
That's
too.
right. That is right, sir.
Create turnovers. You win on the turnover differential.
Yep.
Stats and statistics say if you win the turnover differential, you win the game.
Exactly.
Okay? It's been a little weird because we have won the turnover differential this year, but we still lost a couple of games.
That's right.
But with a player like Jameis who likes to slang it, man, Byers, Hooker, Vaccaro, he ain't had a pick yet. Need to get one.
Get a pick.
Hey, Sims might be playing because I think Adore's still hurt.
Okay,
Sims
all right.
going to get his.
Yes, sir.
Logan's going to get another one. Everybody's gonna eat. The linebackers can eat.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if I'm a DB, I'm like, y'all, we gonna eat this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How much money you want to put on it, bro?
We gonna eat this week.
Yep.
And you know, as a DB, you know, okay, here we come. He's gonna eat.
Yep.
So those are my 3 reasons why we can win the game. Now,
Okay.
Paul,
Yes.
give me 3 reasons why we can lose the game.
And, man, I'm going to tell you, these 3 reasons can be really huge for the Tennessee Titans if we're not careful, okay? 1, if we don't sack Jameis Winston, he's going to have a field day, okay? Because his receivers are catching everything that's being thrown to him. Now, the good news, Jameis Winston in 6 games has been sacked 25 times. That's unbelievable. That's 4 sacks a game, right?
He's almost up there with Mariota.
Exactly. So Jameis Winston right now has been on a sack palooza, okay?
Right.
So they have the opportunity for the Tennessee Titans to sack the quarterback. But if the offensive line, who I wouldn't trust these guys. I mean, who's Donovan Smith? He's your left tackle. Ali Marpet, he's okay, right? So if they play a good game, I think Tampa Bay, if their offensive line plays a great game, they will win the football game. I'm telling you. If we sack Jameis Winston, it's going to be a problem for Tampa Bay. So we have to sack Jameis Winston. It will be there because he will throw the ball 40 times. So Jeff and you guys, Jarrell Casey, sack him. Second, the wide receivers. Man, as I mentioned, we know about Mike Evans, right? Who might be the most underrated receiver in the league. We always talk about DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas, Julio Jones. You never really hear about Mike Evans. Mike Evans has 27 catches, 464 yards, and 4 touchdowns, right? 17 yards a catch, right? If we don't stop him, it's going to be a problem. But there's another wide receiver that you might not know about. As we talked about earlier, Chris Godwin, number 12, right?
Penn State.
This joker, 43 catches already in 6 games. 662 yards and 6 touchdowns.
He did it quietly.
Exactly.
Quietly.
If you have him on your fantasy team, he's the most productive receiver in the league right now when it comes to stats, okay? He is a problem. If we don't stop him, I'm telling you, we're going to lose the ball game. And Godwin is an inside slot receiver, and a lot of times on the inside is where we struggle. So we better be ready. Again, you got O.J. Howard, you got Cameron Brate. Not really too scared. O.J. Howard has the ability, but I'm not as afraid of him as much. I think it's Chris Godwin who I'm worried about. Right. Last is special teams, okay? So when you look at this game, there's going to be a lot of points being scored, okay? I'm not going to say maybe 40 points per team, but about 25 to 30 points. It's going to come down to some field goals in this game, okay? Both of these teams are matched in very different ways, where some strengths and weaknesses sort of even itself out. We have to make sure that Cody Parkey makes kicks. Now, Ryan Suckup, from my understanding, is improving, where he might be able to play in 2 weeks, which would be huge.
He can come back. Actually, they took him off reserve, so he
Okay.
can come back next week.
That's awesome. So that would be huge. So if Cody Parkey can just, keep the Band-Aid on the wound, kick some field goals. Right. If he does not, if we don't get the points what we need, we're going to lose the football game. I'm telling you, man. So Ja.
Yep.
So looking at this team, man, who scares you?
Mike Evans.
Of course.
Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a beast, and he's always been a beast. And like you said, he's 464 yards,
Yes,
4
sir.
touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
Almost averaging 17 yards a catch.
Yep.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
crazy, man.
That is ridiculous. That's scary. And historically, he's had good games against the Titans as well.
He has.
So Butler's going to have to step up. Logan's going to have to step up. Sims is going to have to step up. I would honestly, man, I wouldn't even put Butler on Mike. I would put Logan on Mike because Logan has the length to guard Mike Evans.
Okay.
Like you said, it's one of the things, but he scares me. Who scares you?
The other receiver, man. For real, Chris Godwin.
I agree.
So when you look at the Tampa Bay Bucs overall, they don't run the ball well at all. Okay, they're 21 in the league in run offense. But their pass offense is number 9 in the league, so they're top 10. So he just spoke about Mike Evans. I'm telling you about Chris Godwin. Again, you might not know about this guy, but you will know him come Sunday. Okay, he scares me. Yep. He does because he can go wild. The games that I've seen him play against the Panthers in particular, he did an unbelievable job on a post corner route, okay? He got wide open because he's got speed and he can catch the ball. He scares me. So DBs, the safeties, Kenny Vaccaro did not have a good game the last game. He's got to play it deep. He's got to do a better job. You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially on the inside, because I can see them, because of Austin Eckler, I can see them using Godwin in the same role, though he's a different position player, where he runs a lot of inside routes. Right. Not sure if Jayon Brown will be available, but we need as much help on the inside as we can. He scares me, okay? He really does, man.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree. So, let me ask you this.
Okay, yes, sir.
Who do you think is going to have a big game?
Big Jeff. Pause. Big Jeff, definitely.
Hey.
When I tell you, man, look, Jeffrey Simmons is a beast.
Yes.
He's a wild dude.
He's as advertised.
Absolutely.
He's as advertised.
So the thing is, when you look at the Tampa Bay Bucs, again, 3rd in the league in sacks allowed, okay? He will have the opportunities to do that, okay? I still would put him and temper his amount of play, but when you look at how he played last week on 23 snaps, man, 2 tackles for loss, a sack, 4 tackles. I mean, how much better can you play? That's Hall of Fame numbers.
Did you say 4 tackles?
Yes.
They redid it.
Okay.
And they said it was 6 tackles.
Wow.
They said it was 6 tackles. This coming from the Titans.
Gotcha. Yes,
they went back and looked at the film. They said they credited them with 6
tackles. That's unbelievable.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, again, with Jameis Winston throwing the ball all day, he's gonna be doing this the whole game. Mm-hmm. The opportunities will be there to sack him.
I agree.
We need Harold Landry to step up. We need Cameron Wake to step up. We need Daquan Jones in there. We need Casey. Those guys need to step up. But I'm telling you, Jeffrey Simmons is a guy that I think will have a big game. So what about for you?
So, Humphries. This is Humphries' old team. He knows their tendencies. He knows how they tick. He knows how they think.
That's right.
To me, I feel like he can have a humongous game. I think he can have one of those 80, 90-yard games because, like we alluded earlier,
yes, sir.
That 32nd in pass defense.
That's unbelievable.
Humphries knows he can exploit his old team. Yeah. Like he's a possession receiver. We know that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So you can use him. You can create those deep shots for Humphries or those skinny posts or something that you can create space.
Right.
But I feel like he's going to have a good big possession day because he's familiar with the team.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think he's in the locker room telling, hey, this is what they do. This is their tendencies here. This is how Winston does this. This is how the defense operates here. I didn't see Sue because he wasn't there when I was there. Did you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So to me, Humphries could possibly have a big day Sunday. So that's my guy, man.
Bro, that would be huge if he did, man.
Hey,
seriously, it'll be there.
It will be there.
It'll be there.
It will be there.
I mean,
look at last year when we played the Patriots. So you had 3 Patriots that were on our team.
That's
and
right.
We actually beat the brakes off the Patriots.
That's right.
That's because you know the tendencies of your old team.
That's right, sir. That's right, man. So with Tampa Bay coming to town, man, again, when you look at the Tennessee Titans, man, all season long we've been hot, cold. And so now, look, we got Ryan Tannehill in the game, man. Mm-hmm. How do you feel he's going to do, man?
I feel like he's going to do pretty good, especially with the 30-second. Carry the momentum. He made a quote, and he said, he told his receivers, he said, look, if y'all get open, I will get you the ball.
Yes, sir.
And what did he do Sunday?
Absolutely.
He got open, and he got them the ball.
That's right.
And he had that chemistry with him. So when I say chemistry, we look at how Tom Brady gathers chemistry with Edelman, right?
Yes, sir.
We look at Prescott. He has chemistry with Cobbs, and he has chemistry with his receivers. So that's one thing that you got to build as a quarterback is I want to know. I can close my eyes, and this is how I know if I got chemistry with my receiver. I can close my eyes, and he can close his eyes, and I throw it in a specific spot, and he catches it.
Yes, sir.
That's almost like a marriage.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to have that marriage with your quarterback and your receiver. It's like 1 and 2, yin and yang.
Yes, sir.
So what I seen Sunday was Tannehill had that chemistry. So if he can keep that chemistry up, I feel like he can have a big game. And I feel like he meshes well with those receivers. Our receivers are built They run crisp routes, so they're built. Once they get out their breaks, they need the ball.
That's right. That's right.
And that's something that Tannehill does. He gets them the ball.
He does.
No knock on Mariota or anything, but it's just you kind of built for what your receiving core is. You look at Mariota at Oregon. He was built for his receiving core. They were a fast-paced team, so he's a fast-paced guy. So he's boom, 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 boom. We don't have the receivers to do that.
We don't. And then you look at the receivers that we have. Overall for the NFL this year, man, from a drop percentage rate, we're the lowest in the league.
Dog.
We've only had 3 drops all year. That's unbelievable, man, for all the receivers, right? So they're out there getting, catching the football. And me and Jacques talked a few days ago, as we always do about the Titans, man. What folks might not realize, I knew it, he knew it. Ryan Tannehill has had 3 or 4 years where he's thrown over 4,000 yards. Okay, exactly, man. So him throwing the ball is no thing. That's what and on average he's about 2 touchdowns for 1 interception. So he's gonna throw a bad pass. That happens sometimes. But 4,000 yards. When Marcus Mariota had just 1 year 3,000, he's had a lot of 2,000 yards. What we're saying is we're not down in Marcus Mariota, but what we are saying is that Ryan Tannehill throws the football, and that's something that we've needed on our offense, and he provides that. So we're not on the Tannehill bandwagon. Oh, he's the MVP, he's the best quarter. We're not saying that. But off one game, he did a great job getting the football out, and if he plays consistently, I'm not looking for him to be Tom Brady.
I'm not.
I don't think he's Joe Montana.
Nope. Just win games, though.
Exactly. He can throw 280. 2 touchdowns, even an interception. I'll give him an interception. I'll even give him a fumble. 280, 290, 2 touchdowns. We're going to make the playoffs, folks.
He showed me 300.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you go back and you look at the average quarterbacks that are playoff quarterbacks in the league, they throw 3,500 yards and up.
And up, right.
They throw maybe the ratio from 26 touchdowns, maybe 10 interceptions.
Right.
Okay? That's playoff caliber quarterback.
It is.
You look.
He gives you that.
And he gives you that. You look at the middle tier. It's maybe 3,000 yards. You got a ratio of maybe like 15 touchdowns to maybe 12 interceptions. You look at the lower tier, you get 250. You see what I'm saying? 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, or 12 interceptions. So, like I said, we're not bashing Mariota by any means, but you got to look at the stats. So, statistically, when your quarterback throws for 4,000 yards,
exactly, man,
you in the playoffs.
And we got him for a 4th-round pick.
And a 4th-round pick, dog.
We're not even paying him.
We not. People, go look at his stats.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
telling you, break his stats down. I mean, we know Matt Moore took him to the playoffs, but his stats. Imagine if he would have had a team around him. Imagine if he would have had an offensive line around him. Imagine if he would have had some receivers.
And he got them receivers paid, didn't he?
He got Matthews paid. He got Landry paid. He got what's the other Kenny Stills?
Yes,
Kenny Stills out there balling. Paid. So you can't tell me, he's this and he's
Charles
that.
Clay got paid.
He got exactly.
Yep.
So I mean, and even Matthews had an Instagram post or a tweet talking about, hey, he gets the ball out. He does. He got paid.
He does.
Dude.
When the decision was made in the offseason for us, when we traded for Ryan Tannehill, I called him and I said, man, that's a great move by John Robinson, man. It puts Mariota in a competitive situation where he has to compete for his job, right? He rightfully lost his position at the time.
Right.
And now we got Tannehill, and Tannehill right now is in a groove. Again, it's one game and we know that. We understand that.
Right.
I'm saying, Tannehill, give us 280 and 2 touchdowns. I will give you a turnover.
And also, if he strings a win streak together, you'll start to see the fans kind of put Mariota in the grave a little bit.
That's right.
I mean, it's just how it is.
That's
you know
how
what
it
I'm
is,
saying?
man. That's how it is.
I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, we want to win. We tired of this inconsistent crap.
That's correct.
Let's get some wins. Let's string some wins together and get in the playoffs.
And this will be a great game to see how Ryan Tannehill does, because Tampa Bay's pass defense is terrible. Terrible. Listen, fans, they're terrible. Okay, you can throw it on them. Corey Davis, AJ Brown should be eating Thanksgiving dinner early during this game.
One more point. Historically, the Titans have their best games against the NFC.
They do, man. They do.
Historically, they eat against the NFC. I don't know what it is about the NFC and the Titans, but the Titans own the NFC.
They do.
Y'all can go and look them stats up, too.
Look
at all the games, the wins. Look what we did to the Falcons.
That's right, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Shredded them up, man.
We shredded them up.
That's
so,
right.
Historically, NFC, you look at the how everything plays out, should have a big game.
Yes, sir. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show, folks. thank you as always for tuning in to our show.
Yes, sir. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get the likes up. Let's
Yes,
get the
sir.
subscribers up. Share the video. Just tell your auntie, your mama, your uncle, everybody. Tell them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's get the Instagram followers up as well. Go follow Instagram, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And you can also look at us on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly. On Twitter as well at Titans Weekly 24/7. If you want to contact us, you can contact us at Tennessee Titans Weekly at gmail.com, folks. So to you and yours, let's go beat these Tampa Bay Bucs.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Let's do it, folks.
We added 5,000.
Yes, sir.
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Let's go.
Boom.